You made the vision board. The future body, the future income, the peaceful relationship, the disciplined lifestyle. The purpose-driven version of yourself staring back at what you aspire to become. And for a moment, it feels powerful. You feel inspired, clear, and motivated. But then, real life shows up. You wake up tired. You procrastinate. You avoid the thing you said mattered most. You freeze when opportunities finally arrive. You start overthinking simple decisions. And eventually, you begin asking yourself, if I want this life so badly, why does part of me keep resisting it? And this is where most people misunderstand themselves. Because your nervous system does not care about your vision board. It cares about survival. And that does not mean your dreams are fake. It does not mean you are lazy. And it definitely does not mean you are incapable. It simply means your internal system may not yet be calibrated for the level of expansion you are trying to enter. Your mind may already see the future, but your nervous system is still trying to determine whether that future is safe to live inside. And that is very different. That is indeed a different conversation. Most people think transformation is purely psychological. Change your mindset, think positively, visualize harder, push yourself. But the body is not operating inside a motivational system. The nervous system is ancient, very ancient. It is consistently and constantly scanning for risk, instability, unpredictability, emotional danger, overload, rejection, pressure, exhaustion, fear, and sometimes what the mind calls growth, the body experiences as threat. The more visibility you have, the potential of criticism you may experience. More success, more pressure. More money, more responsibility. More love, potential heartbreak. More opportunity, more uncertainty. The nervous system does not automatically interpret expansion as safety. Sometimes it has to be trained for it. And honestly, this explains so much about why people sabotage themselves or seek unconsciously for outside source, for sabotage, for things they genuinely want. Not because they secretly hate success, but because the system underneath their ambition has not fully adapted to carrying the level of reality yet. People often call this laziness, but sometimes it is just overload. Sometimes it is the nervous system hitting capacity and pulling the emergency brake. And this is where I think modern self-development misses something huge. A vision board is inspiration, but inspiration is not the same thing as conditioning. You may be mentally committed to the future, while physically and emotionally unprepared to stabilize inside it. That does not mean that you are broken. This makes you human. The same way muscle need progressive training to carry heavier weight, your nervous system often needs gradual adaptation to carry larger levels of responsibility, visibility, emotional intensity, uncertainty, or pressure. Too much too fast create strain. Too little challenge create stagnation. The real art is learning how to expand without overwhelming yourself. And this is where patience becomes intelligent instead of passive. A person who spent years surviving may initially feel uncomfortable in peace. A person accustomed to pressure may unconsciously recreate stress because calmness feels unfamiliar. This is not failure. That is conditioning. And this is why the solution is not endless forcing yourself harder. The solution is learning how to condition your system intelligently. Sometimes that means reducing unnecessary chaos. Sometimes it means sleeping more consistently. Sometimes it means building routines small enough that your nervous system does not rebel against them. Sometimes it means slowing down enough to notice your actual threshold instead of treating yourself like a machine. And sometimes it means understanding that recovery is not a form of weakness.